Hello and welcome. I'm Maria Ressa. This is your 6 p.m. wrap. On the fifth day of the Supreme Court oral argument, Solicitor General Florin Hilbay says Poe met the 10-year residency requirement for presidential candidates. Hilbay was invited by the Supreme Court to speak as a tribune of the people after defending a Senate Electoral Tribunal decision favoring Senator Grace Poe last January. Poe seeks to reverse Commission on Elections rulings to cancel her candidacy for president. Hilbay says Poe made a valid claim when she said she had been a resident of the Philippines for at least 10 years. Hilbay says, quote, "In the first place, it's a fact she has been in the Philippines since 2005. In the second place, her life in the Philippines from 2005 to today is a coherent narrative of a permanent return to one's roots and a permanent abandonment of one's second home." In January, Hilbay refused to defend Comelec in the case filed by Poe against Comelec because he had earlier defended the SET's position before the same court. Senatorial candidate Manny Pacquiao calls couples in same-sex unions, quote, "worse than animals." In an interview, Pacquiao says it's, quote, "common sense for animals to procreate with the opposite sex." Pacquiao's remark draws flack from the gay community and even from fellow senatorial candidates. Lorna Capunan takes a swipe at Pacquiao, saying it's a good thing that he's a good boxer, while Tito Soto says Pacquiao is, in his words, misguided. On Pacquiao as a boxer. On the first day of training with longtime trainer Freddie Roach, the Filipino champ goes through boxing moves using his shoulder injured during training for the Mayweather fight. Pacquiao and Roach worked 7 rounds on the mitts together. He says his shoulder is healed. Pacquiao aggravated an injury to his right rotator cuff during last year's fight. It's the first time he's training in the boxing gym since his loss to Floyd Mayweather last year. Roach says he's giving Pacquiao 2 to 3 weeks of training in General Santos City before going to Los Angeles for the last 4 weeks of training camp. His third fight with Bradley in April is supposedly his last fight before retiring. U.S. President Barack Obama hosts representatives from 10 Southeast Asian nations with talks focusing on China and the dispute in the South China Sea. Leaders are expected to discuss a common response to a key United Nations court ruling on the issue. China asserts its claim over the West Philippine Sea or the South China Sea. The UN's Permanent Court of Arbitration will decide whether China's claim to a vast expanse of sea inside a 9-dash line has legal merit. The U.S. is helping forge an alliance of Pacific countries to demand that China respect the rule of law. China refuses to recognize the international court's power over the case. Here are the big winners of the 2016 Grammy Awards: Monday in Los Angeles, Tuesday in Manila. It was an eventful night with hip-hop artist Kendrick Lamar taking home 5 awards, while pop superstar Taylor Swift wins 3. Lamar and Swift's video for Bad Blood wins Best Music Video. Meghan Trainor wins Best New Artist. Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud wins the Song of the Year. That's your 6 p.m. wrap. Watch our daily updates at 12 noon and 6 p.m. I'm Maria Ressa. Remember, tomorrow begins today.